Good morning, EIA Wednesday Propane Buzz video report. Let's dive in and take a look at this together. I haven't looked at this yet, just pulled it up. I'm going to be doing these live every Wednesday, for the foreseeable future. Probably come online around 9:25 Central. The report is released at 9:30 Central when it comes out on Wednesdays. If there's a holiday during the week, it comes out on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Central. But let's take a dive in and look at this kind of off the cuff. Right here is the propane line. So we had a 4 million barrel build. Now, if you've been following my writings for any amount of time this spring, I've been saying that I felt there was going to be a significant build of propane this summer. Not sure that we'll eclipse the 63-ish million build that we had coming off the winter of 13-14 when producers were going all out, and we built back a record amount of inventory because netbacks to producers were so great. But I do think we're going to build a significant amount of inventory this summer. I felt that way all along, which is why it's been a little confusing how propane's been behaving this spring. Not necessarily confusing when you look at the rise of crude oil during that time, because crude oil is going to drag propane around, always has, always likely will, with very few exceptions. 4 million barrel weekly build. I thought we were going to get about 10 million barrels on average in June, July, August, and September. This report ends the week of 6/1. So in essence, this is the last report for May, and we get a 4 million barrel build. We had a 2.0 million barrel build the week before. We had a 700,000 barrel build the week before that, and we had a 2.3 million barrel build the week before that. So that's 700, 3, 5, that's 9, plus there's one more report I'm not remembering. Sorry, I can only go back 4 weeks in my long-term memory. So that's a sizable build. That's very bearish. Inventories now sitting at 47.1 million barrels. 1 year ago, they were at 50.4 million barrels. So we're still 3.3 million barrels below last year's pace at this point in time. We wound up peaking around 82.5 million barrels in the middle of September. The end of September inventory number was somewhere around 78.8, 79 million barrels. I think we're going to be in the 85 to 90 million barrel range by the time we get done with this inventory build season in either the end of September or potentially into October, depending on weather and demand. I've said this before. Last year when we were in this position, this inventory position, we had only the second ever inventory drawdown in April since 1985. Last year we drew down 1.9 million barrels in April of 2017. The market was very bullish on that. I wrote at the end of last March, you need to buy. I think prices are going to be 30 to 40 cents higher this winter. They wound up going 30 to 40 cents higher by the time we got to September, before the hubs peaked in late November. Then of course off-hub supply points rose into December and January when it was really cold, before everything started to fall off at that point in time. So the market was scared of the inventory level that we were headed to. This year, we're going to get back to the same level, if not a little bit higher, in my opinion. What you're not scared of is what you know. You're scared of the unknown. This year is the known. That's why I'm bearish on the fourth quarter, potentially first quarter fall off in propane prices, and why I'm advising you to only lock in at a fixed price what you have to, what you know you're going to deliver to clients. I know a number of you right now are looking to set a fixed price to take to your user base for winter lock-in budget billing, whatever you call your program. I would only lock in what I had to. I wouldn't add any more length beyond what I knew I had to deliver at a fixed price, because I think you're going to have an opportunity to take advantage of prices that are lower than what you can pay right now. I'm a consultant now, so you know I don't have any dog in the fight with any company as far as selling gas for. But I said those same things when I was selling gas. Sometimes that caused a little agitation in my company, but they trusted me enough to know that, hey, if John's going to talk and be transparent with his clients, they're going to trust him. Well, now I don't even have that concern for you to worry about. Neutral as Switzerland here. Let's go down and look at blender production. 1.965 million barrels. Last week was 1.949. Those are incredibly high numbers. You look at a year ago this week, 1.853 million barrels per day. You look at 2 years ago this week, 1.718 million barrels per day. This is a huge, huge number. 4-week average, 1.934. Folks, this is why I think we're going to be building inventories. all summer long and at rapid paces. Now, the last thing I look for on this report is the export page, which is down at the bottom of the report right here. Propane, propylene, 890,000 barrels a day of exports. That's robust. That's solid. Up from last week's 799. So we're up from last week's 799 to 890 a day. Almost 100,000 more barrels per day of exporting this week than last week. Yet we built 4 million barrels. I'm telling you, we're going to get to 85 or 90, and I do sense weakness in the out months. We'll have the PBR, the Propane Buzz Report, coming out also later this morning, as well as your daily look at weather. More to come, and telling you about what I'm going to be doing with the Propane Buzz here in the coming days, in the next 2 weeks, as you get an open house for Propane Buzz during the month of June. Thanks for watching.